Hi everyone, welcome back. Since it's almost Valentine's Day, I thought I would speak about one of my favorite books of all times. It's called The Five Love Languages, and I've gotten all my good friends to do the online quiz. There's an online quiz and there's a book, and there's all kinds of books. They're actually tailor-made for different ages, the different sexes, but the original one is just called The Five Love Languages, and is one of the books that has definitely changed the way I view life and relationships. The five love languages are based on the five ways that we give and receive love. All of us need to give and receive love in those five different ways, but we each have a primary and a secondary love language that stands out as the way in which we really feel loved. Now, the five different ways are receiving gifts, words of affirmation, acts of service, physical touch, and quality time. Those are the five different ways that we give and receive love. So for instance, my first love language is quality time. When somebody makes the effort to spend time with me, I feel so loved. And my last love language is the lowest number in my score is gifts. Now, don't get me wrong, I love gifts, but somebody who just gets a gift for the sake of getting a gift, it doesn't really ring as very important to me. Whereas somebody who's truly thought about what I like and gone out of their way to get that for me, then that just lights me up in a whole nother way. But it means because they've actually put some effort into it and put time into getting something that they know that will really make an impact in my life. Now, I've got a friend who gifts is her love language, and you can get her anything. You can buy her a chocolate bar, you can stop and pick her a flower, you can do anything, and she feels so loved, whereas quality time is not her love language at all. And so me making an effort to see her all the time, she's like, oh, I'll see you next week or next month or whatever. It doesn't really matter. I know you love me, Sue, So we've got to learn what each other's love languages are so that we can start really looking after each other in that way. The old saying of treat others as you wish to be treated is very outdated. If you read up now in the popular psychology and up-to-date ways of being in human relationships, the real thing that we need to do is treat others as they wish to be treated. And so I'm going to recap on the love languages, because my challenge for you this Valentine's Day is, instead of just doing the generic roses and chocolates, is find out what the person who you love, what their love language is, and then create a Valentine's gift around that. Wouldn't that be so much more romantic? Because they would truly feel like you made an effort to love them. I have spoken to numerous couples about this. In fact, two couples were very near breaking up in the last sort of year and a half, and I went through the love languages with them, and they started applying the knowledge to their everyday lives, and they are both very happy now, I'm very happy to say. So this is really effective stuff. So I'm going to go over the love languages again just to recap very quickly, but I'm also going to put a link below so that you can do the online quiz. I recommend you read the book. It's absolutely fantastic, but it'll give you a good indication of what your love languages are and how you feel most loved, because then you also know how to ask for what you need. Whereas if we don't know what we need, how are we supposed to ask for it? All right, so the first one is receiving gifts. People who love receiving gifts, you can get them a little chocolate, you can get them a flower, you can stop on your way home from work and just get them absolutely anything, or you can go totally all out and get them something extravagant. But gifts are the way that they see that you've thought of them and that they feel loved. So that's quite an easy one, I think, and always put a little bit of thought into your gifts. I think it's very important. Words of affirmation, well, that's anything that affirms the person verbally. So you can write notes to the person, you can tell them that you really are grateful for them being in your life, that you love them, that you're proud of them, but just affirming them verbally really makes them feel important. Acts of service is when you go out of your way to actually do something for somebody else that they could have done for themselves, but really helps them. So for instance, the author of the 5 love languages hated vacuuming, and he swore when he grew up he'd never vacuum another floor because his mother used to make him vacuum the lounge every single weekend. And what happened? He ended up marrying a woman whose love language was acts of service. And so what did he do? He vacuumed. And you know what? He said it was absolutely worth it because it made such a difference in her life that it affected his so profoundly to see her so happy and to have her so happy in the relationship. Physical touch. Now, a lot of guys have physical touch as one of their primary love languages. It's one of my primary love languages as well, but I suppose my score is a little bit strange because I score high in all of the areas of the love languages. But physical touch is not just sexual touch. Physical touch is also just letting someone know that you're next to them. So when somebody's primary love language is physical touch, when you sit next to them, just gently put your hand on their leg or on their arm. And when you see them, give them a hug hello and give them a nice cuddle and make sure that you give them enough physical attention. And yes, it does include sex because sex is very important to all of us. But it's also the little everyday physical touches that make a difference. And the last one is quality time. Now, quality time is my favorite love language, or my most needed love language, and that is literally taking some time out to just spend with the person. And the reality is that quality time, you can spend a lot of time with someone but not engage with them, not have meaningful conversations and interact with them on a meaningful level, and then it will still empty that love tank. So if somebody's love language is quality time, make sure you're actually engaging with all your attention, not be distracted, but really giving them some focus. So those are the 5 love languages. I know this video is a little bit longer than my normal videos, but I wanted to get it all out there. Spoil people. I mean, even if the love language of the person you love is quality time and you want to get them a gift, then get them a gift that you know they'll love. So for instance, me, I love roses. I love them. Not the red classic Valentine's Day ones, but wild, big, bulbous roses. And I love perfume. I love Chanel. Coco de Chanel is my signature scent. So anybody gets me that, I'm like, yeah, you totally hit the nail on the head. Or orchids, you can see them behind me. I've got orchids all over my house. Those sorts of things, pamper things, are fantastic because I love physical touch. So getting me a voucher for a massage or something lovely and beautiful and pampering like that is also fantastic. So figure out what your person's love language is and then get them a gift related to that. So if it is quality time, take them on a lovely picnic or something where it's just the two of you and you can get to really interact. If it is acts of service, ask them what their day entails and go out of your way to do everything that you can to make their day a whole bunch easier, and maybe leave them some lovely notes that says, hope you enjoyed the free time, or whatever it is. And if it's gifts, obviously gifts are the easiest one, I think. Anyway, I hope this has helped, and I hope that you all log on to the 5 love languages and do the quiz and get all your loved ones to do them, not just your romantic relationships, but your friends and family as well. Because if we know how to love people, we can love them so much more effectively. I hope this helps. I hope you found it enriching, and I will chat to you next week. Namaste, love and light to you all. Thanks for watching.